Today we're going to talk about why it's so important to be yourself and let go of what others might think of you or feel about you. So there's a saying that goes, what people think of you is none of your business. And I heard that a few years ago, and I remember thinking, like, it's kind of true, but it's kind of hard because most people want to be liked. Most people want to be understood. Most people want to feel seen. And so there's instances in life where not everyone is going to like you, or you're just not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And learning how to be okay with that is key to letting go of just everybody's thoughts and opinions of you. We can't control what lens people look at life through. A lot of it comes down to how people view things, comes down to their own life experiences, maybe how they were raised, the people they've always been surrounded with. Are they more of a little bit of a negative person, or are they more of a positive person? I tend to be a little bit of a glass half full kind of gal. I like to try and look at everything in a positive light, or like what is it called, the silver lining of things. But also I have had times where the negative thoughts take over. We're human. You're going to have ups and downs every day. I personally have struggled with wanting everyone to like me. And so sometimes you find yourself acting a certain way or doing certain things, all because maybe you're afraid to show the real true you because out of fear of being judged or not liked or not accepted in a certain group, or not thought of as cool. But over the years, I have learned little by little, and I'm still honestly working on it, but I've learned to just let go of what other people might think or feel about me, because once you start embracing who you truly are and loving the things that you love, and trying different things to find your own preferences aside from if you think they're going to be accepted or not by other people, or understood or not by other people. The closer you get to feeling absolutely free. It's such a freeing feeling to be yourself and to let go of what people think of you. And I think the longer that it takes for us to get there, to let go of things, the longer it might actually take to find your tribe of people. It doesn't have to be big. I think when I was younger, I used to think that when you think of a picture in your head of what it looks like to have, be in a certain group or have all these friends, you think of having so many. But honestly, as you get older, you start realizing it is quality over quantity. And it's awesome if you have a ton of friends. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I just think that sometimes finding just a very small and select few people that makes up your very tight, close inner circle is really just a really beautiful thing to experience. And it's a little bit safer that way too. Usually there's just a few people in your life that you really do feel like you can share most everything with, and as it should be. Finding your tribe of friends is really important too, because those are the ones that really see you, that really get you, that really are going to root for you and cheer for you and encourage you in times that you probably will need it the most. They're going to be the ones that have your back, and they hold space for you in their lives. Another good thing to remember too is that when you truly embrace yourself and aspects of yourself that maybe once you watered down for other people, you actually learn that we all hold a unique set of gifts and skills and insights that nobody else has. So the cool thing is you bring something unique to the table that nobody else can. The way that you look at things, maybe I feel like sometimes in my friend group, I'm the one that likes to look at both sides of the coin. So we'll all be chatting about something, and maybe because of someone's perception of something, they see it this way. But sometimes it's good to have those friends or people around you that say, have you looked at it from this angle? Just things that having healthy people around you that can really pour some really good advice and insight into your life can be really beneficial. You shouldn't be afraid to be yourself either, because we were never meant to blend in. We were meant to stand out in a good way. We aren't meant to just kind of fall back and have a life that has no richness to it, or no fulfillment to it, or that you just kind of live in this gray area. We're actually meant to, we're all here for a reason, and we're all here for a purpose. And so I think learning to embrace these things about ourselves gets us closer to knowing what our purpose in life is and how we can be used in life to help others. You learn that you are not just one note of a person. You have so many layers. We're all very layered individuals, and we go through lots of changes, and we are hopefully always learning and growing and improving ourselves. And I personally don't like when people put other people in boxes, myself included. I do not like when people in the past have stuck me in a box, and I'm sure it's happened to almost everybody before. We live in a society where people just love to put labels on things, and I get that to an extent, but I really think that it stems from, it's easier for people to compartmentalize things and just slap a label on it and stick it in a box and push it over to the side, because that's easier. It's harder to sit with things and to get to know people, and I get not everybody wants to give you the time of day and not fully understand you, but I think my heart is just sensitive to understanding that we as individuals are such layered creatures, and we have so many different unique and beautiful things about us. And so where we can come together better in just understanding each other and holding space for each other and having more grace for each other is just knowing that we have lots of different aspects about us. And just like you wouldn't want somebody to basically put a label on you and say that you're one note of a person, I try to not do that towards other people either. Life is so short, and I think what I have in my mind a lot of the time is, at the end of our lives, not to get dark or deep or anything, but I think about this sometimes. How do you want people to remember you when everything's all said and done? And maybe that will help you know how to navigate through life and make better choices and decisions with how you interact with other people, and how you show up for others in their lives. And so I feel like learning to move with genuine intention every time you have an interaction with somebody, I think is important. When we learn to be our authentic selves too, we tend to have better relationships with others around us. You don't feel like you're having to hide aspects of yourself. You have freedom to be yourself, and there's something contagious about when people feel like that you are free and confident to be you. It almost opens this door and invites them to be free to be themselves too, because they feel that sense of that you aren't going to judge them, and that you're moving with an intention. And I think that it just causes like this chain reaction in such a positive way that allows people to be comfortable with themselves, the more that they see you're comfortable being yourself. I think the more that we practice becoming self-aware of how we show up in life, the words that we say to others, the words that we say to ourselves, just slowing down a little bit and looking at the big picture and really writing things down. Sometimes it helps put things into perspective a little bit. It allows us to really look at ourselves and see what we have been focusing on. What are we spending the most time on? Are we wasting time on things that really in the long scheme of life really won't matter? Could we be putting time and energy towards something that would be more helpful to you and to others? All I really want out of my life for the rest of my life is to keep growing, to keep learning, to keep bettering myself in any way possible, and I hope to inspire you to do the same. I think it'd be so awesome just to, as I'm on my path and my journey to keep leveling up my life, I want to take as many people with me as I can, and I hope that you join me on this journey to just challenging ourselves to do better in every way that we can and inspiring those around us to do the same. There is more than enough room in this world for us all to be doing well. So I cannot wait to talk to you more, and please like, share, subscribe, comment, and if there's any topics that you want me to talk on, I would love to hear back from you, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.